Guys, welcome back to Let's Play Magic Duels. So I thought about things, and... Okay, well let me back up a little bit before I even thought. So after I finished the last episode, I took a little break from recording, Toby came home, she got all excited, she played Magic Duels for like 4 goddamn hours. And... I've noticed some things, and I've had some thoughts about what I'm going to do here. Basically, first we're going to do this. Because 10 free coins, and it's super easy. The solo duel I was supposed to do, I was supposed to win. It was only like 5 coins if you win, but I was supposed to win it. I got my unlock all the rest of the game just for leaving the fight. And then there's now 4 other story quests. The story quests are... You don't get to bring the deck you made into them, you have to use that Planeswalker's deck, which there's 5 fights. The first one you start with a 40 card deck, then 45, then 50, then 55, then you get a full 60 card deck, and I know how to use Planeswalkers, okay? Go to the text step. And then... What was I gonna... Yeah, okay. Totally distracted now. First of all, let's put that all on the bench for a minute, and while I tell you that this is not how this works in paper Magic. You don't aim at the Planeswalker with your spell, you aim at a player, and then once the spell has begun resolving, you say, okay, now I want to shoot at your Planeswalker. We're gonna go up on Nisa, we kill Nisa, and then... Boom, she's dead. Congratulations, we got 10 bolus bucks. Alternatively, we can call them Nickel Nickels, which is a pretty good name too. The next thing is, yes, so we can battle online, we can battle against the AI, we could team up for 2v2s, we can edit our decks, and I think, I want to show this off actually. Solo battle, there are 3 levels. There's the easy we didn't do, the medium once you beat an easy, and then hard once you beat a medium. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the story quest first. As boring as it might be. We're going to do the story quest first, which some of these are fucking hard as hell. And between stories, I'm going to do the solo battle. So I'll do the Jace story, and then we'll do the 5 gold easy story battle, or easy solo battle. Then we'll do Lily's story, then we'll do the 10 gold medium story battle. Sorry, solo battle. Then we'll do Chandra's story, we'll do the 15 gold hard solo battle, then we'll do Nisa's story, and then maybe we'll just play online for the rest of the series until I get sick of Magic or something. So we're going to start with Jace's story. Jace is a little snot-nosed shit who looks like a typical teenage protagonist, and his first fight against the majoring bully who's trying to push him off the ring. I really like the idea of these bullies as like 50s cartoon bad guy bullies. Like, this is the main leader bully, and then this is the like snot-nosed one that just does everything this one says, and then she's just in the background snickering the entire time. And they call each other nincompoop and like bop each other on the head. Just the idea of these childish bullies just gets me every time. Now, I know that this fight is really hard because you have a shitty 40 card limited deck with nothing but Azure Mages and blue flyers. I think this hand is actually going to be okay for this, so we're going to keep it. And now I have the, like, I guess the mental acumen of knowing how basically Jace and Liliana's story goes. Because Toby went through all of Jace's story. Only the first and last battle are hard at all, really. And then for Liliana's story, the first battle is hard, and I didn't see it, but I do know. Sorry, I'm trying not to burp or anything in the mic. How the last fight in Lily's story goes. And basically, as far as Jace goes... Oh shit, that's an Ashmouth Hound. Damn it. We need to basically just 1-for-1 him until he runs out of steam, and then beat him with, like, a 3/3 flyer or something. Or just hope he doesn't play any of his bombs. Why he didn't attack there, I'm not sure. But because we can't play any of these, I am going to Divination. And we got a dragon. Sweet. Okay, he has Volcanic Geysers to poke this dragon with, so if it blocks or becomes blocked. Yeah, okay, so we're going to skip our attack. I'm guessing maybe that's why he didn't attack, because he wanted to just eat the Azure Mage on the block. Because my Azure Mage can't join that Ashmouth in combat. For whatever reason, he's not... Okay, Furnace Swap. Shit. So we are going to have to play Phantasmal Dragon right away, I think. Because then he's gonna... Yeah, we can't play the... Oh, we could bounce the Whelp. Get board presence that can actually trade with the Ashmouth. Or play the Dragon. I'm going to play the Dragon now. He has Volcanic Geysers in his deck. I think he has 2. And I think that's his only targeted stuff. So I think as long as he doesn't have a Volcanic Geyser, we're fine here. Which if he's going to combat, I guess he's planning to just trade, which I'm going to make that trade. Yeah, okay, that's how he's going to do it. He's going to save the Geysers. Okay. If he has Geysers at all, he's saving them. But that's fine. We'll get to play a Nimbus of the Isles right after. And since Furnace Whelp costs 4, he can't play another one right after. So, I think we're just going to draw. And oh my god, Turn the Tide is the most useless card in the fucking deck. And there's like 2 of it, and they don't go away. We're going to play the Nimbus of the Isles. Because if we're going to win it all, it's off of the back of these Nimbus of the Isles. Or off the back of him not playing Magic. So hopefully this fight just goes well. Ideally I don't want like more than one video. Okay, so he's going to play Volcanic Dragons. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bounce it with the Void Mage. Oh, he's only coming at us. Oh, because that'll trade. Yeah, I will take the 2 damage. Why he's not coming at us with the hasty 4/4, I'm not sure. But in that case, I'm going to bounce it with the Separatist Void Mage. And make him tap down for it again. And then I get my 1 in 1 out achievement, which you can't see in the recording, but it's popping up right here. And then I'm going to go to combat and get my 3 damage in. Actually, he didn't attack with that. I'm going to skip my attack for now. Because one thing with Magic Duels, instead of paper Magic, is a lot of winning comes down to sometimes being able to manipulate the AI. And in this case, I'm manipulating to play the Dragon again and hoping it means he won't attack once more. If he does attack with the Ashmouth Fiend again... No, now he's attacking with the Dragon. So I think what I'm going to do is... I could block and use the Turn the Tide to save my guy. So I think I'm going to do that just to get this first one going. And I'm going to Turn the Tide. Because I've got the mana up and there's no real better time to use it. So at this point I'm just going to not take damage. And then I'm going to untap, draw another Void Mage, which is kind of nice. So let's Void Mage the Dragon, so he has to tap down for it one more time. And then we can play a Blind Phantasm. So at this point, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack with the 3/3 flyer and my old Void Mage. But not the Azure Mage, because I think I want to be able to draw a card for 4 soon. Yeah, he's going to make that trade, that's fine. I'm going to take 3, and I'm going to play a Blind Phantom, because I'm not going to be blocking the Dragon the next turn. If he decides to play the Dragon and attack with it, I'm just going to take it. So right now, I think my other out is to just get him low enough that he has to block with that Dragon. Which means attacking. If I take 4 from him, but hit him back for 6, I think we're in a good... Oh, he's kept it. Okay. So this is going to be... We have to make a choice here. We can either play the 3/3 or we can play the 5/5. And I think the 5/5 is going to be better for us here. So I'm going to drop the 5/5. And then... I kind of want to run in the ground with these two. Because he'll only eat one of them and take 2, go to 15. And for some reason he's playing very defensively. So I'm going to attack with the 2 on the ground. This is probably a bad play, but I do want to get in for 2 damage when I can. Because basically the guys on the ground are useless to me. So we're gonna roll with that. I think there might be one more Void Mage in the deck. And now he seems to just be top decking mountains, so we're good. He's playing a Furnace Whelp, that's a problem. But we'll see what we get here. On the top deck it's an island, so we're going to play a Nimbus of the Isles. And I think I'm going to run in with the Phantasmal Dragon. Because it's going to force a block out of him. If he blocks with the Furnace Whelp's dealt with. I don't have to worry about it. And then I can trade a Nimbus for the Volcanic Dragon on the attack. If he attacks me, yeah, okay, so that's what he's going to do. So at the very least I know he doesn't like have geysers in his hand to use. I wish that didn't resolve individually one at a time, but, you know, what can you do? So if he attacks, I can put two Nimbuses on the dragon, and I'm only going to lose 1, which is going to be good blocks. Otherwise, I think with the Azure Mage I start to come out ahead here, because I can just keep doing this. To draw a card. We'll draw another card. Okay, cool. And then as far as combat, I can just skip the attack here. And eventually I'm just going to play more guys. So the unblockable guys will really come in handy here. I think those are going to be huge boon as far as actually winning this game. He's not going to come at me because I've got the board locked down more or less. Alternatively now I can get in for lots. Let's do that. I think I can afford to take 5 if this is going to work out right. So let's continue. Go to our attack step. We're going to hold the Azure Mage back, but we're going to attack with everybody else. And then after blocks, we'll turn the tide so that whatever he's killing, if he's going to try and kill, yeah. So we're going to turn the tide now. So he won't kill our 3/3. And we'll get in for some damage. We'll play our Phantom Warrior. We did play a land this turn, so I don't see a reason to actually draw a card at sorcery speed, but I'm going to do it just to save us some time here. Alright. There is a danger we will mill ourselves out. I'm not too concerned about it. I think we have enough force to push through now. Because he knows he can't come at us or he's going to be dead. The Inferno Fist kind of sucks. He's going to kill our Phantom Warrior with it. Oh, he's going to kill our Azure Mage. Well, I guess I'm glad I drew the cards I did. And the danger of milling out has disappeared. Or has it? Let's draw 2 more. Boom. Play another Nimbus of the Isles here. And I think at this point we just keep running in at him and wear him down. So we'll just attack with all. He's going to eat one of the Nimbuses because that's good blocks. And then he's going to have to take, what is that, 7, and then I've got enough that I can push through for lethal. So I'm really glad we actually managed to get this in the first try, because I know watching Toby do it, she took like 4 or 5 tries to beat Mage Bully because he just kept playing Furnace Whelps and like completely blowing her out with them. But we did succeed. He does have a 3/1, it's a Reckless Brute, it's a 3/1 with haste for 2, and I know watching her play, there was one turn where he played it in his pre-combat main phase, and then proceeded to not attack with it, despite it having haste and having to attack. So, kind of sad I didn't get to show that off, but boom, 1 in, 1 out. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, and here the bullies push Jace off the Mage Ring, and he uses his Mind Magic to force an Nincompoop to save him, but he does fry his brain in the process. This fight is also actually pretty tough. I think this fight is tougher, but this one is actually really tough too. So I'm going to try it, if only because not trying it is just going to make this video really short. Instead the video is going to be really long, but you know, whatever. If you're here to watch some magic, we're going to give you some magic. So Sphinx shows up, says, hey, I'm going to teach you. Now when a Sphinx says he's going to teach you, that means his deck has Sphinx's tutelage in it, which is a huge pain for a 45 card deck. But we do have some cancels, so I think what this is going to turn down to is timing our cancels to deal with his Sphinx's tutelage, because if we can stop his Sphinx's tutelage, we can basically just run him down with Phantom Warriors and Nimbus of the Isles. So we're going to keep this hand because it has a cancel. Fortunately, the rest of the hand is all at 3 as well. And I think we're basically just going to hold off on actually doing anything until he tries to slam a tutelage on turn 3 and we cancel it. Luckily, we're on the play with a cancel in our hand. I think we can do this. But it's going to depend on whether or not he makes us wait all game to stop a tutelage. I think he also has 2 in his deck, but we do have a second cancel. So we're going to leave mana out for the cancel. And we're just going to proceed here and see what he tries to do. Telling time I'll allow. You don't counter what they tutor for, you counter what they tutor. You don't counter the tutor, you counter what they tutor for. You don't counter the draw, you counter what they drew. Riddle Keeper. If a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, they mill 2. That's going to be a huge pain in the ass. And maybe I should have cancelled that, but I can just bounce it and make him play it again. I'm going to hope he doesn't play tutelage instead while I'm tapped down. But this is where I get a board. I kind of push him back a turn and I get something on the board. And this way I can actually block the Riddle Keeper when he tries to come at me with it, so he can't win with damage with the Riddle Keeper. I'm also a little upset that he's got a foil Riddle Keeper. Alright, so now we've got mana back up for a cancel, so we're just going to pass the turn here. If I can get the reprieve in knowing that I've cancelled his Sphinx's tutelage, then I can slam the Nimbus of the Isles and come at him for 3, and that puts him on a 7-turn clock. Where, yes, I'm going to mill 14 with it, but if I do it early enough, it's not going to be a problem. Bell Tower Sphinx is going to be a problem, and I think I want to cancel that, because at that point, it's 2 damage I can't really deal with, that he's going to keep coming at me for. And even if I play a Nimbus of the Isles, I'm going to be milling 3 every time I block, so I think I have to cancel that, which really sucks, but I think we can run out 2 guys here. And I think this is going to be a loss. I don't like how I'm going to have to come at him with dinky shit here. But on the upside, I am hitting him for 2 damage, which is 10 hits, instead of milling all that. So as long as he doesn't play like a tutelage or anything, I think we're okay. And that's a Wall of Air, which does not block my Phantom Warriors, no matter how many of them he has. The Phantom Dragon is a nice addition here, because that certainly puts a lot more pressure on him, and I will go in with the Phantom Warrior because I do need to actually kill him here. Yes, I'm up a card, but I'm not up a card like for long. He will hit a tutelage, and he will start to win the game off of it. The Riddle Keeper is going to put a lot of pressure on, but I think we can push past it. Wow, we've got the dragon. I think he does have spells to deal with the dragon, but I think we can just kind of push past here. And I'm contemplating... No, right now it's not worth it. I was thinking about pushing through with the 2/2s because then the Riddle Keeper will block 1, but I'm milling 4 for it. Is he taking them both? Interesting. I'm going to play the Nimbus of the Isles because I'm not going to not play it. Ah, he has Clash of Wills he's holding for. Okay, that's fine. If he's going to counter things, I'd rather it's Nimbus of the Isles than the Phantom Dragon. He's going to tell some time. He's running out of cards. He's only got 3 left. So I think I'm in a good spot here. One of them was an island. And that's a Bell Tower Sphinx. So that's kind of a huge problem here. So if I could get something. Divination is not really what I'm looking for, and I'm a little upset that I have to dig through more cards just for islands, but I think the right play is to still push at him with this. We're going to mill 4. It's going to put us at 18. He's going to block. We're going to go to 13. He's going to go to 9. I think I might have to pull the Phantom Dragon back and go on like a 10-turn plan here. 5-turn plan. He's going to come at me for 2, and I think I can afford that, so I'm going to pull that back and just go in with the unblockable now. Because I can't really afford to mill the 5 from him blocking with the Bell Tower Sphinx. If he comes at me for 2, then I can start swinging with the dragon again. But right now, I can't afford to let him mill me 5. And I'm still drawing islands, which kind of sucks. But hopefully this works. Again, it would be really nice to not have to do this fight more than once. Got him to 7. To 5, to 3, to 1, and then dead. So we're on a 4-turn clock. We're going to mill 8 on that 4-turn clock, which is almost half of our deck. Roughly half our deck, actually, because we will be drawing in between those. And there's the tutelage, so this might be it here. Especially if he's going to start activating the ability. Shoot. He hit a lot there. He hit like 6 cards there. Psychic Spiral is actually super, super, super clutch right here. Shuffling all our cards back into our library. I could not have asked for... Top of his library. Yeah, you can do it. I could not have asked for a better draw there. That basically guarantees us the win here. And I think at this point that means we can also start... You know what, I'm just going to play it safe right now, and I'm just going to go with what we've got going on. This... Oh man, that Psychic Spiral was real clutch. I could not have asked for a better... I forgot that was in the deck. Because it's so crappy in basically every other situation. Except when you're like just at enough cards that you'll lose the race. Then suddenly it's good. Alright. I think at this point... No, we still can't afford to mill 5. That's too much because he can't activate the tutelage. So we're just going to go in with our unblockable. It's going to be 3 more turns. He's going to go 3, then he's going to go 1, and then we've got him. So we just have to like have enough cards in the deck to win through tutelage. So basically as long as we don't draw any more cards out of our deck, I think we're good. It's gonna hit us there. We're down to 18. We draw 1, go to 17. Okay, that's an 8-7. That kind of sucks. But it's not coming at us for a little while yet. So I think we're okay. We're gonna go to combat. We're gonna attack. He's going to go to 1. We're going to get 15 cards. He's going to draw. And then we'll go to 13 maximum. Okay, we went to 11, so it did double up. If you're not familiar with Sphinx's tutelage, what it does is every time he draws a card, we mill 2. We take the top 2 and put them in the graveyard. And if they're not lands and they share a color, then we do it again and again and again until it stops, until we either hit a land or they don't share color, which in a monocolored deck is brutal. It means we have to, it basically goes until we hit a land. At this point he needs to attack us all out. I think if we just block there we're fine. In fact, we can block here too. Because now he realizes he's dead if he doesn't kill us, so all we have to do is not die, which he didn't even have enough to kill us there, but just for good magic's sake, we will not die. And that'll get us the win. Mill R2, takes his damage. Boom. Also, he had 1 card left in his library. We got an achievement called Delver of Secrets. This is for you. Choose your opponent as the target of 15 spells or berries. That's the daily challenge, I think. Won a duel with 5 or fewer cards in your library. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he was at 1 card left, so we could have milled him out too. Alright, so we've bested Alhamrat, proved our power, and he starts wiping our memory. So, I think, depending on how... We can definitely get these 2 battles done next episode. Depending on how things go, we can do that. I think what we're going to do is probably do these 2 in Ultimate Pack. So, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, make sure you press the like button. That sure helps a whole lot, especially for newer, smaller series like these. And if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.